Is wearing makeup a sin? What a short and dangerous question. All right, can I tell you a secret? You promise not to tell anyone? So, because our ministry films for television, we have like some pretty intense lights when I'm up in front of God's people on a Sunday, and that's why before church begins, I duck into the little producer's production suite and I have makeup put on. Not a lot, okay, in my defense. I'm not blasting on rouge, just a little bit to take the shine off of my face as I'm standing in front of God's people under those bright lights. But I have a hunch that that's not the question. You're not probably talking about a high school theater performance or a Hollywood set or filming something for TV. I'm guessing you're thinking, all this time and money we put into making ourselves look a little bit different than we actually are. Is that a sin? I mean, the Bible speaks about vanity and being self-absorbed. So can we say that that's what makeup is? God made you like this. He made your skin like this. He made your hair like this. He made your eyes like this. But now you're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J to look like that, something that you really aren't. I heard a woman say, I have to put on my face. Ladies, do you say that often? No, you already have a face, but for her, it was a different looking face. So it's actually an interesting question. Is wearing makeup a sin? Is it vanity or is it some connection to beauty? I actually think the question is related to a whole bunch of questions like fashion. Is it okay? I mean, God didn't create your body with clothes. We put clothes on top of it. Is it okay to wear clothes that make you look better, that are flattering to your figure? If you're, wearing vertical stripes or wearing black, or you have a slim fit shirt like I'm wearing right now because I'm kind of a slim guy, is it okay to buy the shoes or wear the jewelry? Is it okay to comb your hair, to cut your hair? God didn't make it like that. So we're adjusting our body and our appearance all the time in all kinds of ways. Every time I shave or comb my hair, put on glasses, put on pants, I'm adjusting the body that God gave me. Is that good or bad? The question is more complex than you thought, right? I would say this. In 1 Timothy chapter 2, the Apostle Paul is speaking to young pastor Timothy. He's pastoring this church in a big city called Ephesus, and Paul says this: I want the women to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds, appropriate for women who profess to worship God. So there's the warning on the one side, that a woman's beauty should not be her hairstyle or her jewelry or her fashion or her fit. No, what makes a woman beautiful, what makes any of us beautiful, should be the good deeds that are appropriate for those of us who worship God. When God is the focus of our life, we're not worried about all the attention on us. Sometimes, for some of us, our passion for fashion is a sign of sin. Is that we want all the attention. Like if we don't look good and walk into a room, it like drives us, we can't stand it because we're living for that affirmation, our physical beauty. There's a real danger. The Bible calls it vanity, which focuses the attention away from God and onto us. Where if I look good and the makeup's just right, even if I'm impatient or unkind and a gossip, I feel good about myself because of the outward appearance. And Paul says, no, I don't want that. I want women to clothe themselves with good deeds that are appropriate for those who profess to worship God. And so we do need to be careful. If we spend too much time, too much money, if just too much of our joy is put into this outward appearance and too little is connected to our faith and the joy of Jesus and the good deeds that are appropriate, well, that certainly is a red flag. And here's the tension. We have to be careful that we don't add rules to the Bible. Is makeup in and of itself a sin? Nope. It's no more sinful than getting a haircut or shaving this morning, so I wasn't all scruffy for these videos. It's no more sinful than adorning ourselves on a wedding day to look beautiful. Beauty is not a problem with God. In fact, when you get to the very end of the Bible, when heaven is coming down to earth in Revelation chapter 21, do you know what it says about God's people? It says, "Then I saw the holy city coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband." I believe the Greek word there is connected to the word cosmetic. Just like a bride has been cosmeticked. Just like we've made her as flattering and beautiful as she can be for that big day. That's how God's people will be on the last day. So are cosmetics sinful? They are not. Is dressing beautiful on your wedding day a bad thing? Is it pure vanity? It doesn't have to be. These are matters of the heart, and that's why they're tricky. Someone might put on makeup, comb their hair, buy new clothes, just as a way to look beautiful, to bring joy to others. Other people might do it out of pure vanity. And so we have to be careful not to jump to any conclusion, but instead to get to know that person, whether they're covered in makeup or have none on at all, to get to the heart of the issue, because it is really an issue of the heart. Is it sinful to wear makeup? My biblical answer is maybe.